Hello everyone, today I want to check how the LEDs look on the really big close-up. I prepared 4 types of LEDs and 4 types of zooming, and we will see how it looks like. The first type of LEDs are this classic RGB LED strip. I will just use it as the reference point. This is the simple classic LEDs. And the second one are RGB IC. Each LED has a small microcontroller, so each LED can use different color, and I want to see that microcontroller from really close. The third LED is this UV LED. We will see if it's different from the 2 previous ones. And the fourth one are those infrared LEDs. We will see how they look like. And what will I use for zooming? The first option is just my smartphone. I will use my camera with maximum zoom and check how it looks like. After that, I will use this macro lens on my smartphone. It will make the zoom even bigger. The third option is this USB mini microscope. We will check under this how much it can zoom. And the last option is this big microscope. We will see really close with this one. So let's start from the simplest LEDs with the simplest camera. Let's go. Now I will try to set the biggest zoom before my camera switches to telelens. So it should be about 7/8, I think. It's 7, and now I will try to capture the focus on it. Okay, this is the closest I can get. We can see the LEDs, some wires. This is the RGB ones. We can somehow see the RG and B individual LEDs, but it's not really close. But it's always something. So the second one, RGB IC. We've got that. We can see something black inside. This should be our microcontroller. It's not really sharp or big, but we can see something is there. The third one, UV LED, it looks different, and we can see that much with my smartphone. And the fourth one, infrared LEDs. These are different and harder to see because of the lenses, but we can see something. Let's go for the second method. Let's use this adapter with macro lens to my smartphone to make it zoom even better. So I will put it on my main lens because it has the best quality. I will try to place it on center so the quality is as good as it can be. And let's start from the beginning with RGB LEDs. It's harder to find a LED now, but here it is. It's harder to get the focus right with this macro lens, but we can see the individual 3 diodes. I don't know which one is one, but I will try later to put the white light with the smallest brightness and check if I can see individual colors. So this is the RGB light. Let's check the RGB IC. I can see something, but it's not the LED yet. Here it is. We can see the microcontroller with the individual cables, but it's not so sharp, but it's better than without the macro lens. Let's go to the next one, the UV lamp, the UV LED. Here it is. We have 3 parts. It's one part, second part, and third part. I don't know which part is for what, but we can see that on this close-up. And the fourth one, the infrared LEDs. If I can find, okay, it looks like this. It's hard to get focus from their lens, but we can see something inside. It was just a toys. Now let's start with real zooming. we will use microscopes from this point. First, this simple one. It should be better than my smartphone, but we will see. And let's start from the RGB LEDs. Here is the RGB LED. It is much nicer quality and easier to stay focused. So we can see each part and those 3 diodes. It looks much better. Time for the RGB IC. Oh, here is that microcontroller. We can see it lags, and let's try with different light. Maybe you can see it better. No, I don't think it's better, but we can see 3 diodes and a microcontroller. Now this UVC, this is the middle part, the part on the left and this part on the right. That's how it looks like. And the last one, the infrared lights. We can see something like this. It looks totally different from the 2 previous ones. So it's interesting. So it was this little toy microscope. And now let's go with the big one. And let's start with the RGB one and the smallest zoom, because I have 3 options of zoom. So it will be interesting from now. And we can see really clearly 3 individual LEDs, red, green and blue. Here's the third one, and we can see the pads that deliver power to them. So it looks great. Let's go with the RGB IC. Okay, here it is. Let's zoom. Let's get the focus. And here is our microcontroller. And it has 8 legs or 7 legs. No, it has only 7 legs from what I see. And they are connected to the pads and to the diodes. We've got 3 diodes, red, green and blue. And let's try to turn on the LEDs. Okay, now we can see the red one, the blue one and the green one. Where is which one? And which are for the communications. So let's turn it off. Now you can see which LED is which one. Now, time for the UVC LED. Let's try to focus. This is the middle part. You can see sharp now. Left side and the right side. And the infrared, let's capture the focus inside. Okay, we can see. This is how the infrared light looks like. It's completely different. It has a cable in the center, so it's interesting. And now let's set the zoom to the even bigger. And start from the beginning. This is the RGB LEDs. There is something. There are the cables inside. We can see individual diodes. It's hard to say which one is one from that close-up. But here they are. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see the RGB IC. Okay, we have focus. So this is our microcontroller. You can see it's almost for the full screen now. And it was really smart before. And let's find the diodes. Here's one, I think. There is the second one. And there should be the third one somewhere. Let's find it. 1, 2, and here is the third one. Let's turn it on. Now the blue one is the lowest, red and green. This was the green one, red one, and this is the blue one. And this is the microcontroller. Now time for the UV LED. Here is the middle part from really close up. We can see the individual parts really sharp and bright. I don't know what they are for, but you can see how they look like. This is the left part, and here is the right part. And now let's check infrared LED. We've got something. It's hard to stay focused on this, but we can see inside what shape it got. It has like a cross on it, and here in the middle is the cable. That's how it looks like, the infrared LEDs. Let's try the biggest zoom, but I may not be able to find the LEDs because the focus range is really low on the biggest lens. But let's try, maybe we can find. I will try with the RGB-IC because I can turn it on and it should be easier to find. So let's check if I can find it. We can see something, but it's just the silicon on the outside. Let's try to focus inside. We've got some lights, but it's not so easy to check what's inside. No, I can't find the focus. It's too low range to find the focus on the biggest zoom, but the second biggest zoom, I think it was enough to see really well how the LEDs looks like. So if you have any other ideas, what do you want to me check how it looks from the close-up, just write it in the comments, and see you in the next videos. See ya!